Day 119. Whew. Well, after the neighbor stopped setting off fireworks and what sounded like intermittent playing of a drum set, we finally were able to get to sleep okay. It didn't really rain too much overnight, so that's nice. Finally departing this morning, departing Pony. This town is just, well, I mean, by town, put that in air quotes, I would, but I'm holding my poles and the phone. So, town, this place is awesome. Oh my gosh, the people are super friendly and nice, and just a really great place. Man, I just dig Montana so much. Unfortunately, still not digging the weather. It's still cold, very overcast, a little bit of sprinkles this morning. It's not raining now, thank goodness. Anyway, Nightcrawler is getting finished packing up. There's a park nearby that has a public bathroom. I'm hitting that, and then back to the post office. We're actually going to try to walk into Whitehall today. Hello, puppy. We're going to walk into Whitehall today because, unfortunately, I desperately need to get to a store for personal hygiene reasons, which sucks. Usually you walk out of these things, or I did anyway on the PCT, and that hasn't really happened, but it's just been like, shows up whenever it wants. What a pain in the butt. Anyway, good morning. How are you? Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, I have poles. Those are probably... Hi, hold on. Okay, so where were we? Yes, friendly people in Montana. Just talked to that couple and their little dog that jumped on my leg, but it's okay. I mean, I'm going to be dirty anyway, so who cares? Anyway, so unfortunately, quite desperately need to get to a place where there's somewhat of a store. They don't have that here in Pony. Really just the bar, the post office, and the Episcopal Church. None of those is really going to help me, except for the park right now, because I'm definitely going to use the facilities. At any rate, it's been a wonderful stay here, and I don't know his last name because apparently he's not here, but would just like to thank Carl, who owns the property where we were sent to go stay under his eave last night for not knowingly, but letting us stay under his eave last night. Very helpful. Apparently, his place here on Pony used to be a Chrysler dealership, which is pretty awesome. This is a nice little park. Oh my goodness, look at, they have a little covered picnic area. This is the Pony Historic District. I took some pictures in the bar. I guess the bar has been around since like 1861 or something like that. But they have a trash can here, and they have a public restroom. Two things that I'm definitely going to be using. And then we're going to get on out of here. Whitehall's about a 25-mile walk away. Hopefully we'll be there, but it's pretty much all downhill or flat. So hopefully we'll be there early this evening and possibly get to meet Jim, who watches us on YouTube, I guess, and wanted to welcome us to Western Montana. So, I mean, so far the welcome here has been fantastic. Everyone's just been, dang, I really, really dig this place. Just come on, weather. We just need some sun. Okay, park stop over. Oh, hey, it's raining. Shocker. Yay. Oh, my God. So tired of being wet. Man, this is like turning into AT 2.0. What the actual hell? Yeah, at least the skies look a little lighter the way we're going, but man, this gets old. Just being shit on all the time. Whatever. Anyway, gonna drop by the post office. Hopefully that's when yeah, there he is. Because it started raining while I was in the bathroom, so wasn't sure where he skittered off to. He's down here at the post office. And then I guess we'll get the hell out of here. Pretty much expecting a completely open and exposed walk through a bunch of private properties, so that should be fun. Well, darn. Post office doesn't open till 9. We gotta get going, though, So, anyway, found pretty much the straightest, most direct route to Whitehall, which seems like it's the closest, actual town that has, you know, stores and stuff like that. And then that's also where our contact resides, I believe. But yeah, so I'm gonna walk that way, and then from there figure out how to get back towards any one of the, you know, butte routes, whether it's the actual CDT, the Onions route, or the Green Line, which is I think her name is Tony, but it's from Whitehall. It seems like, I think Onion actually walked through Whitehall too, so we'll probably hop on that to get back to the CDT. But first things first, and hopefully it does look like a little bit lighter skies in front of us. Hopefully it'll clear up a little bit today so we can dry out some. But thanks for everything, Pony Bar, everyone we met here, Scotty, Robin, oh my gosh, who just fed us so much. And it turned out that inadvertently, that last plate of fries she gave us, I thought for a minute that she was just like on a personal mission to just see how much food she could pack into us before we completely exploded or died. But it turned out that that last plate of fries, some other lady had actually ordered, and she just like handed them to us for like on accident. So, oops, we ate them anyway, but we didn't know, and she said it wasn't our fault. Anyway, I just love this place. I don't know if this is the actual school, but it's a public school. This is a really cool little town, man. I dig places like this, and the people are fantastic. So yeah, in between Brad, who hooked us up with some meals and some great conversation, who was passing through on his way to Minneapolis, and Scotty, who used to own the Pony Bar, and Rob and everyone, Jenny, the evening bartender there, Ashley, the day bartender there. Everyone was just super awesome. So great place. Glad we found our way here. And, you know, whenever we get an opportunity to explore Montana a little bit more, you know, when the season's better and we're not in a hurry, definitely going to drop back by here. Well, dang, yeah, okay, so this is part of why I love Montana, is the people are incredibly friendly here. Almost bar none have we had, you know, people have just been like kind of out of the woodwork, literally, it seems like, to just like be awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the people in Montana are just amazing. Anyway, that couple that just drove away, Chark and Connie, stopped to ask us where we were headed, and we told them all about what we were doing. And they asked if we had time for a hot cup of soup. What? She's like, you know, cup of tea, cup of soup, something hot. It's cold out here. And they live at that townhouse where they're turning in right now. And so, well, you know, when you get there, turn on up the driveway. I'll go start warming something up. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. I mean, this is amazing. I gotta say, like, nothing like this ever happened to us in Wyoming. Jeebus. Come on, Wyoming, step up your game, because Montana is just frankly making you look incredibly bad. Oh my God. I just can't believe, like, how much I love this place. I'm sad they have, you know, brutal, snowy, freezing cold winters, because I could live in a place like this, but, you know, only during the summer when it's toasty and beautiful. Oh, or when there are wildflowers. And I think it was Brenda was telling us how many wildflowers Montana gets. Cannot wait to come back and check it out. Love this state. Montana rocks. So over there is the light dusting of snow on the mountains we were headed into yesterday before we bailed and came down into Pony. Doesn't look like a light dusting to me. That looks like a definite good cover. One of the guys we talked to last night was like, it'll probably be gone tomorrow. Man, I don't think so. I do not think so. And then our contact said, relax and breathe, it's still summer. Dude, no. I do believe that if there ever was a summer, it's over now. So dang, where did the time go? Now it's about 11 a.m. and we're just leaving Chark and Connie's place. They have the Why Not barn here. They have a wedding venue out back, apparently. I was going to ask if I could check it out because I just thought it would be fun to share with you. But apparently they're doing a barn tour for some actual potential clients. So that arrived while we were hanging out. So I didn't ask after all. But anyway, oh my gosh, they were so amazing. I mean, we had no idea what to expect. But I mean, they did mention hot items, and it was very unpleasant out here when we arrived. So obviously we were not going to say no. And as it turns out, Connie was able to help basically get me supplied for my personal issues enough to comfortably and less stressfully walk to Whitehall, which is fantastic because at this point now we probably won't get there until around 7. Maybe we'll just camp on public land somewhere before there and drop in tomorrow because it was still going to be like 25 miles from Pony. Anyway, my goodness, we had pancakes. They have apple trees that they have on their property. So they gave us a couple of apples, some oranges, some string cheese. We had hot tea. Connie baked some blueberry muffins. I mean, like, oh my goodness. Just like, I can't believe how full we are. Again, 2 days in a row. I might actually start feeling like, I don't know, healthier or something. Like I'm actually taking in enough calories. Well, yesterday and today anyway. But man, fantastic people. We're just so grateful and appreciative for their time and hospitality and generosity. Definitely a day changer and a game changer. And look, that's the direction we're going. It's actually, I see some spots of blue sky. So, awesome day. Now we're just gonna keep cruising in the direction of, north, where Canada is. We're back in cow country for sure, but the cows in here aren't as skittish. This quartet of Angus is on the wrong side of the fence. We actually found them. We came up on them. They were all laying in front of a gate, which is probably their gate. But when we started coming, they all got up and now they're walking in front of us. So sorry, whoever cows you are. We're not trying to herd your cattle or anything. But yeah, there's no way they weren't going to get up and start moving because we're all out here on the road together. Hopefully they'll find a turnout, but I don't know where that would be. Oh, and since it's nice and actually we have a shadow. I have a shadow right now. What the heck? I haven't seen my own shadow in forever. Oh, cow. I gotta walk through that. Ew. So one thing that we learned from Taylor the other day, we were wondering what why some of the fence posts on some of the properties have orange on the tops of them. And Taylor told us that means that there's no hunting on that ranch. So, no hunting is what that means. It's not like hey, don't run over my fence, because we'd find them in weird places. But yeah, I mean, oh my gosh. Look at how beautiful it is out here. This is definitely, now that I can see it, definitely big sky country. Gorgeous. Well, we got a lucky break with the cows. I felt bad that we were inadvertently herding them away from what apparently was their gate. But we don't know. I mean, there weren't any other cows in there, so it's not my business to take liberty with other people's livestock. Anyway, a truck came by in between us and the cows because we were just on the opposite side of the road trying to ignore them so they wouldn't be so skittish. And split us up and they ran and then they stopped. And we just continued walking by, looking off this way like, doo-doo-doo. We got no business with you cows. Go on about your business. Find your way home. So that's good, because I would have felt bad if we had driven them all the way to Whitehall. That would have been inappropriate. Ooh, I wonder if it looks like there was a fire up on that hill. All the trees are gray, dead. That's more than bark beetle would do to a forest. And I think maybe that area just burned some time ago. Really pretty walk on this road. I'm glad it's another nice dirt road. Easy peasy. So I saw this map on the Gaia app, and I think it might also, no, it's not on the Forest Visitor map because the scale is too large. But I mentioned the spring because Chark was telling us about a house that's near here that was like, I guess the scene of a sheriff getting murdered back after a bank robbery in the 20s or 30s here. I actually saw a newspaper article about it hanging in the bar last night, and so he was telling us where the house was. Apparently we've already passed it because I think he said it was the intersection right before the spring. But he said that, yep, there's sure enough, there's a nice pipe spring on the side of the road and it's delicious water. But we still have almost an entire liter each, so just wanted to note that it was here, and it does look like beautiful water, but it's still filtered anyway because it looks like stuff can get up in there. But dang, wish I did need water because I wouldn't mind tasting some delicious water, but I still have some from before. Well, dang it, just after we solved the mystery of the orange on top of the fence post, now we have red. That one's a little faded red, but yeah, we saw a blue one too, but I haven't seen any other blue ones. That one was on this side of the road. But now there are red stripes on posts. Ah, no. It's kind of like the bucket list, right? Or like your dream list, your wish list. When you're out here doing stuff like this, you'll like knock one thing off that list, add a half dozen in the process. And it's a little bananas. So yeah, now we know what the orange means, but we don't know what the red means, and if the blue means anything, or it was just like a property marker. History's mysteries. Found another blue post. Not sure what that meant, but luckily there's a gate, another blue post, and apparently it's for state land, even though there's very clearly people not just walking in. It says walk-in only, so I'm guessing that hunting is allowed in there. On a lot of them are wildlife management areas, which is essentially the same thing as areas where people are allowed to hunt on public lands. Whereas across the road we have a, what does this say? What road? Private property, no hunting or trespassing. Oh, county road. I imagine that's probably what that said before the C was removed. But oh my gosh, it's beautiful out here. And another sign I've never seen, that's also on the state public lands property, game damage hunt. Not sure what that means, but something about archery and, what did it say? Ah, good to know. Good, I see, yeah. And they're not damaging game, they may damage you.
Cool and clean.
Oh, it doesn't smell crisp and clean. Found these cows skulking about this ditch, hanging out in the water. Whew. All that cow churn. That's all cow drool. Ooh, it does smell like cow. Might not all be cow. Yeah, we got, oh nope, that's definitely not cow. Damn people, come on with the surface shitting. Really? That's disgusting. Right out on the side of the road, next to the water. Good thing we don't need water yet. It's a cow standoff. Oh, goodness. Guess we win. Sorry, cows. And they get thundering cow. Oh my God. Look at this minefield of cow shit they all just left standing there looking at us. Oh my God, it smells horrible. What are they feeding you? Oh, wow. No, stop going in front of us. This is awful. Oh. Oh. Boy.
Hold up, ladies.
Great. Now they're in between us and the cattle guard, and we're standing in all their shit. Oh my God. All right. Well, we'll just wander this way and let them go back that way. There you go. There you go. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my God. We got a runner. Shit. Well, that cow went the wrong way. Well, that was unfortunate. Really hard to figure out what to do when all of that, they get stacked up on the cattle guard with no place to go. But all of them except for one went back the other way with enough berth, but one decided that it was gonna make a break for it. And oh my gosh, I was super afraid it was gonna hurt itself, but it seemed to be all right. Yikes. Clothesline yourself on barbed wire. That ain't good. Oh God, it smells so bad. So we've been lucky so far since we got back on to walking out here with the weather. Is I have a shadow again. Is, you know, puffy skies in most directions. But now I'm looking at we got a turn coming up ahead. And guess which way we're going? Towards the sun, the clouds, the puffy white clouds looking all non-threatening. No, of course not. We're going towards that shit. Oh my God. Of course we are. It's funny because I just got a message from our connection, our friend in Whitehall, who said that, you know, he'd come out and collect us, take us to the store because it's not a good day for walking. And I had just responded, no, it's turned out to be pretty ideal weather for hiking because it's not too hot out here. There's a little bit of sun, a little bit of cloud. But yeah, he must be looking at what I'm looking at now, thinking, oh, these dum-dums, they don't know what they're doing. Don't know how we made it this far, much less how we're going to get to Canada. But, no, come on. Why, we just cannot catch a break, you know, for longer than a couple of hours with this weather. Look at this behind me, though. Isn't that beautiful? Those golden hay fields, just all balled up like big old cat toys. That is just gorgeous out here. Anyway, yeah, so we're getting this turn. But, man, that side doesn't look like it's moving at all, much less fast, unfortunately. And it kind of looks like it's just growing. Also, that blows. So, we might just take a little minute up here at the corner, somewhere near the corner, because it looks like that road that we're going up to is a lot more traffic. Take a little break and watch the weather for a minute, see what happens. If it starts to get too shitty, then we'll run for the next spot with cell service and call our lifeline. Please help us. We're wet again. Still smelly. It never really ends. It never really stops. Some more friendly, inquisitive horses. We're gonna go and pet them, but it's kind of look like there's a ditch there, and it's all tall grass. But I would love to like pet your soft, fuzzy noses. Yeah, there's even some flowers out here. Oh, I'm sorry, horsies. They're like, man, we heard you guys pet every other horse in this damn state so far. What's wrong with us? Do we smell bad? No, we're just that lazy. Well, it looks like there's no way we are not getting dumped on. We're going that way, following those cars on this road. But I mean, it doesn't matter whether we get nailed by that ugliest one. I guess that would be the worst, but I mean, it's pouring, windy, ugly, raining. Raining, 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 raining. Oh. Yeah, look the other direction. There's rain a little bit behind us now, it looks like, but damn it. Every fucking time. Well, whatever. Guess we'll sit down here at this intersection and prepare ourselves to get deluged yet again. Yay hiking. Now we're all geared up again to take our daily wet, freezing cold doubs. But luckily I can see a blue sky on the other side of it. It looks like the gnarliest part of it is going to skirt off to the side of us, so that's nice. But we'll be walking into this face first. For a little minute, it's already going. Boy. Hopefully it'll be a little sunny and a lot warmer on the other side because it got very cold very fast. So bitch. And that was bracing. Definitely got soaked. But really strong cold headwind. Basically, my rain jacket's already almost dry again. And it's freezing out here now. We got a blue hole in the sky. This road is way less chill than the last road. There's virtually no shoulder on it. And people are hauling ass, passing each other right to the side of us. And a lot of them barely moving over. So, yay, this should be fun. At least, hopefully, we won't get rained on for another minute. It's looking a little lighter up this way. But still plenty of clouds. It's just raining right there. Man, it just like pounded on us for a minute. Good grief. There's always something with the weather. It seems like virtually every day. Just gotta roll with it, I guess. So that was Jim. He enjoys our YouTube videos because there's something wrong with him. But anyway, we just walked through that shitstorm. And on the other side, the sun popped out finally, and this guy rolls up and says, I think I smell some hiker trash. Well, yeah, you probably do. Wet hiker trash don't smell good. But turns out I thought he lived in Whitehall, but he lives an hour west of Butte. Holy shit. So he drove hella far out here to come out and check on us. He offered us to ride into Whitehall, but we can't do that. So he hooked us up with some info, and he hooked Nightcrawler up with some stuff he needed. And yeah, so that was like a super cool surprise. And his dog, One Eye Willie. But yeah, that's great. So we're looking forward to catching him again, probably around Butte or after Butte. He said he'd help us all the way through. And he's like mentioning all these place names. I have no idea what he's talking about because, well, I don't even know where I am. I don't know where I'm going. And we know we're going northwest, catch the trail back up, but that's about it. But anyway, he offered help. Great dude, super cheerful, really happy guy. Man, love this. Getting to meet people out here like that. It's like some of the best part of the trail. It makes the trail. We're on the South Boulder River. We need water. So we came over, and as you can see over there, someone's got barbed wire fence right up to the edge. So there's no access there. So we thought, well, we'll come over the other side. Denied. Someone's got, cord and barbed wire all hung up down there. Dicks. I was like acting like they just own the entire river. So he had to go across the road. Hopefully he's able to collect some from that side. Because we haven't actually picked up water since we started this morning. We've gone about, say 15 miles so far today. It's definitely time to pick up some water and probably drink some too. It's been cold out here and not real impactful walking. It's mostly downhill. on the roads, but you know, still gotta get water, and people deny your access to flowing water right up to the highway, pretty much. That's just capital L lame. Now we have sun. Nice. Ugh. It feels great. I'm basically down to my base layers, which right now is an extra warm Uniqlo long sleeve t-shirt and my Uniqlo cool touch leggings because they dry faster, even though they're meant for hot weather. They work pretty well in the cold weather too. It's just nice to just want to have some on your legs. Something that dries fast because we're getting wet out here virtually every day. Anyway, I see up there Interstate 90 and the Jefferson River Basin or Valley in front of us. So that's all awesome. Not really sure where we're gonna flop tonight. I still need to get to a store at some point today. So we'll just see what happens. Definitely looking forward to getting off this road. Its shoulder hasn't particularly improved. But the drivers here are super conscientious. Oh my gosh. They'll start typically getting into the other lane to pass us like well in advance, which is pretty amazing. I like this, people. Nice. Yeah. So that is nice to know you can walk down a road and not get nailed. It's just gorgeous down here, especially since the sun's come out. Really enjoying this day. Okay, well, it's like almost 5 o'clock and we're still a fairly considerable distance away, like almost 10 miles away still from Whitehall. So we're not going to make it there this evening. So what has happened is I found sort of a south of the river route. And also there's only like one bit of public lands between here and town. So we're going to take a little side route. It's going to add a couple of miles to the overall trip to Whitehall, but at least that way we'll be able to safely and securely camp on public lands, not have to worry about that. And we can pop into Whitehall in the morning because I found basically a straight shot out of there up towards Boulder on a small road. So basically we're going to skip Butte and just do this straight shot to Boulder just to get a little bit further north more quickly, as quickly as possible, because we really need to get this done. Today's September 21st. When we saw Jim, he said Beartooth's already closed. They've been closing part of Glacier, temporarily because of snow. It's not going to get any better. So we got to haul ass, make some concessions, do some more boring road walking shit so that we can get to the border, of course. But also, we got the Bob, which apparently is like 180 miles in between towns. Yeah, that's going to take a little minute. So we're going to haul ass up there so we can wander on through. In the meantime, I feel like we should have hit this road cutoff already, so I'm going to stop and check. Well, shit. As it turns out, the road that gets us to the public lands that we were closest to, like literally right around the corner from, like we just took a break right over there. And that's where I saw this road goes through private property and lands. And so I thought, well, let's just knock on the door and ask if we can pass through. So I didn't have to knock on the door because they have a very loud dog. So the lady came out and she said, she would give us permission to walk through her place, but her son has the next house and apparently he has 5 dogs And so she said she didn't think it was a good idea. She didn't offer to like contact him or anything and see if it would be okay. I assume she has his contact information because, you know, he's her fucking son. But whatever. So, you know what? She said, like, she recommended we walk back up the road to the next actual road and take that in. But that would be like a mile and a half of backtracking just on this road alone to get back to that road that we passed earlier, and then a longer walk back into Square 16. So once again, we have a sort of instance of like, it looks like there's basically only two ways to get into Section 16, which is state public trust lands, and the people at this ranch effectively cut one of them off because dogs. Whatever. So we've opted to just continue forward, try our luck. Something will come up. It almost always does. It'll be fine. But yeah, we're not going to backtrack all that way. And we tried to do the right thing, you know. Didn't work out this time. And I feel like if you're going to be passing people's private property or whatever, you should always try and make contact with them or ask or whatever, get permission. But, you know, when you're basically cutting the public off from their own lands, I tend to just think, fuck you. We're entering Jefferson County, crossing the Jefferson River. One of the things in planning this route was making sure we had a bridge to walk over. Because, yeah, not crossing that. Goodness. The big water. There's a slough, I don't know how to pronounce it, in front of us as well. We have to cross on the other side of those cardwells here, and then the slough is on the other side. But beautiful river. Okay, so we walked into Cardwell. There's nothing to Cardwell. It looks like the only public establishments here are an elementary school. Definitely can't camp there. A post office, which is tiny, and it's, you know, really tiny. Definitely not camping there. And, you know, you don't want to get caught and, like, deal with trespassing on federal property or whatever. I'm sure they don't encourage people to camp there. But we were walking through. I saw that there's a RV campground at the next road crossing, but they want $40 for dry tent camping. You get laundry, showers, and Wi-Fi. But that's ridiculous because what they charge someone to come in and hook up a full RV with water, electricity, and sewer, $45. What the fuck? So yeah, forget all that. We're not doing that for sure. But we did run into a couple of guys, and so I asked them if they had any idea of any place we could flop around here. And they recommended this back way to Whitehall, and there may be something down here. And I wanted to go this way anyway. I saw it on the map, but then I also saw like someone's ranch, and then the way to get across the other water is on a lane with that ranch's name. So I thought, well, shit, it's probably private. I don't want to walk all the way down there just to find out that we can't cross this bridge because it goes down this person's lane. So, but they said no, this is the back way to Whitehall, and they take it all the time. It's public road, public access. So, woohoo! So we're gonna walk down here, see what we see, and hopefully find a place to pitch this mess. Some more big puppies came over to say hello. I'd love to pet their little noses, but there's an electric fence and barbed wire fence. So I'm sorry, big puppies. We would love to pet you, but nobody wants to get electrocuted today. So we just picked up our last water for the day, and we're gonna go try and find a place to throw down for the evening near the bridge to Whitehall. God, look at this sunset. Look at that sky. That's just gorgeous. Yay.